You're on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's game between the Culbertson Bears and the Trenton Warriors. Tonight's a real fine game. It's between these two teams. Tonight is a kind of a pageantry tonight. We have the homecoming, Rusty. Tonight I have Rusty Eisenhart with me along doing the announcing. On camera I have Ken Dow, myself, Denny, and Arnold doing some stats for us. And we're hoping to bring you as much of the halftime activities as we can, and we hope you enjoy it.
Well, it's a chilly night, Dennis, but the wind's gone down, and for the players it'll be very comfortable, and if everybody dressed up good enough, it should be an enjoyable game for them.
You bet. It feels like football weather tonight.
Sure does. Sure does.
We've got a starting lineup. We'll try to catch them as they come out.
Introducing some of the seniors, this is also the last home game for the Bears tonight. They'll be on the road the next 3 weekends.
Coming in tonight's game, Culbertson is 4-0, Trenton is 0-4. But I think, Rusty, when it comes to this game, you sort of throw away the record book.
That's right, Dennis. This is always a tough game, and there's been a lot of upsets in the past years. Trenton's had some injury problems and had a tough road, but I'm sure they're prepared for tonight's game. And the Bears are, as they keep improving their record, have an increasingly good chance of getting some playoff attention. So it's very important that they put out a good effort again tonight.
Yes, there is a chance that can get in some playoffs. Do you know if the playoffs are going to be in the western part of the state this year or the eastern part?
Well, you know, maybe after this week the paper will come out with some point standings and some other information on the playoff system. The Bears haven't cracked the ratings yet in 8-man in the World Herald, and some of the Culbertson people would, of course, like to see that happen soon. But the most important thing is the playoffs, and I would expect in the next week or two that the paper will start publishing the points to give the fans and the schools some idea of where they stand as far as their chances of a playoff.
We'd certainly like to see them to have a playoff, and we'd like to see it here. That would be super.
Sure would. Sure would. The homecoming activities were this afternoon here at the football field. The homecoming queen this year for Culbertson is Kathy Morehouse. Her attendants are Shannon Sykes and Tina Ashley. The homecoming king for the Bears is Joe Kochwar, and his attendants are Troy Rippon and Scott Prop. Those activities held this afternoon at 2 o'clock here at the football field.
We want to congratulate them. That's quite an honor, and it's something that only happens one time, and that's in your life, and that's in high school.
That's right.
We're getting a starting lineup for the Trenton Warriors at this time.
Number 66, David Archer. Number 72, Kurt Alexander. Number 80, David No. Number 86, Rodney Frederick. And the head coach is Ron Bauer. Assistant coach is Brent Nanny.
We're getting set here for for their kickoff. We're going to have the national anthem now.
Bears will be kicking off. Trenton will be defending the north goal. John Penn will be doing the booting for the Bears. Back deep for Trenton are number 32, Steve Hernandez, and number 20, Sean Adams.
Okay, McCormick kicking off. Receive number 32 for Trenton and number 20 for Trenton. John Penn kicking off for Culbertson.
And we get the kick up and away to start off the...
Fielded by Rod Frederick, number 86, and it was a high short kick, and Rod caught it on about the 25-yard line and advanced it to the 27. We'll call it the 28, first down for Trent.
Oh, mix up in the backfield already. But they did manage to salvage a couple yards out of that, Russ. Looked like they
made it about two. Turned a broken play into a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Trenton on the 30-yard line.
Looks like they had a little miscue in the backfield there. He turned the wrong direction for the handoff,
Yeah.
It looked like.
Bears playing a 3-man front, 3-3-2 defense. Trenton in an I formation. Handoff to 32, Hernandez, and he picks up about 3 more. So it'll be about 3rd and 5 for Trenton. Doug Sleeman, number 66, on the stop.
Straight old T formation. And he's back to pass. He drops
the ball. Recovered his own fumble. That's the quarterback, Dennis Kentfield. That will put the Warriors in a punting situation, as it'll be about 4th and 9. Back deep are Troy Rippon and Sean Keeney for the Bears.
So Trenton unable to move the ball on their first possession here. Kind of stymied.
Rod Frederick back to punt for Trenton. Got the snap, gets it off. It's like it's out of bounds over there at about the 25-yard line, so the Bears will take over in good field position. No wind tonight, Dennis, so that won't be a factor.
Right, it's just cold. A little chilly. We're not used to that. Great evening for football.
Scott Propp at quarterback, Sean Keeney's at fullback, and the tailback is Chris Henry. Chris gets a handoff here and finds a good hole. Chris hits it up for about 8 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Bears.
He just kind of picked his own spot that time and moved the ball real nice on that carry. Good 8-yard pickup in there.
Scott Propp rolled out looking for a receiver and couldn't find one. He's run out of bounds. Scott maybe lost a couple yards on that, so it'll be about 3rd and 5 for the Bears. Handoff to Henry, and Chris is very close. I think he crossed the 40-yard line, 35-yard line, so it should be a first down.
Be on the Bears' their own 35-yard line.
High formation again. Handoff to Henry off the right side, and he's got an opening and picks up nearly 8 again.
There by number 20, Sean Adams. Number 12, Dennis Kentfield on the stop also.
Nice run in there by Henry.
Yeah, you get to 2nd and 2, and it makes those first downs easier to...
You bet.
I formation. No, they had a wing back and a running handoff to Chris Henry. I think he got the first down. He was forced outside and gained about 3, so it should give the Bears a first down. Not quite, I guess. Well,
yeah, they did. They signaled first
okay.
down. The Culberts are looking real good here in their possession. They're moving the ball real nice, just marching down the field. Again in an I formation back there. He's back to pass. He rolls out. And he's gone.
He's going to score.
Easy.
Very nice run. Scott faked to the left side and got the Trenton defense pursuing that way and kept it and swept the left side here and scored from 35 yards out. Nice run.
Beautiful run, and it was that's the play that you design on the scoreboard or on the blackboard.
Yep,
it doesn't always go.
Went very well. He started out as a sweep to the right, and he reversed it back to the left side and scored.
Going for 2 on their extra point.
And we've got a flag and a bad snap, and so it will probably be 6-0, Dennis. I think the Bears moved and had a bad snap here, so.
I'm sure the Warriors will decline that penalty.
Sure they will too.
And the penalty is assist on the kickoff. Is that not correct? 5-yard penalty.
I think that's correct.
We better dig out the rule book.
Right. Well, if they decline the penalty, there won't be any penalty. I don't believe.
They decline to play, that's it.
Right.
Okay.
Hope so. No, he's going to move him back 5 yards.
There is a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah,
I thought there was.
Okay, so you get to decline and get the yards at the same time. So John Penn will be kicking off from the 25-yard line. There's a good kick. Taken by number 24, Tony Stark for Trenton, and Tony's hit down on a good tackle by Troy Clark, number 49 for the Bears.
Stark taking down McClark.
Right. With some help, Rick Dahlgren also involved in the tackle. First down at the 27-yard line for Trenton. I formation. Bears in their 3-3 defense. Back to pass.
Ew, almost intercepted in there.
Chris Henry in on defense, but the ball was underthrown. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Trenton.
He had his man there, but he just didn't have enough arm to get it to him.
Back to pass again. And he overthrows number 80, David No. So the Warriors are in a 3rd and 10 situation.
Trenton kind of trying to get something going here by throwing the ball on their first 2 downs. Unable to connect. Regular T formation this time. And they got a man in motion. I think they're going to get him.
Good hit in there by Rick Dahlgren. I would guess if the Bears will decline the penalty, it looked like illegal procedure on the Warriors. And but Rick Dahlgren was in to throw the runner for about a 7-yard loss there, so we'll see what happens.
And you called it right. That's what the call is. It's going to put him in a punting formation. 4th down and a whole bunch.
Danny Fassler joins Troy Rippon back to return the punt for the Bears. Another flag and a good kick. taken by Troy Rippon. He falls on the ball.
Not much return on that.
We've got another flag here, Dennis, so we'll have to see what happens.
We got a flag on the play too back here. Maybe we're going to be called back. Looks like it's against the Warriors.
They decline the penalty.
Okay, illegal motion again on the Warriors, and it's refused, so it'll be the Culbertson Bear.
So the Bears going to put it in play in about a 33-yard line.
About 28-yard line. First
28-yard line.
Official retrieving his flag here. He might want to use it again.
Right. High formation by Culbertson again. The hands off
to Chris Henry, and Chris has got an opening and a block downfield. Run out of bounds at the 36-yard line in Trenton, and so he picked up about 16 yards on the play. It'll be a first down for the Bears.
Good carry in there. Wide open hole, and he just picked his spot and then went.
First and 10 for the Bears.
So it gives the Bears a first down on about Culbertson's 40, about right mid-stripe, isn't it? 35-yard line.
Hand off to Chris again, and another good run. Chris picked up about 7 on that, so it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bears. Bear line doing a good job against Trenton here and opening up some good holes.
About 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
That's right. They're firing out of there and making the holes, and if you can fire out of there, you can get 2 yards on every play.
Yep. Kearney in motion. Hand off to Chris Henry up the middle. And another good gain of about 8 yards. So the Bears will have a first down at the 20-yard line.
And number 12, Dennis Kentfield, also in on the stop. But it's going to be a first and 10 for the Bears on the Trenton 20-yard line.
Kearney in motion to the left. Hand off to Danny Fassler, who hits hard straight ahead. Makes about 3 yards perhaps. Brings up a second down and about 7 for the Bears.
Pick up about 2 yards on the play, bring up 2nd and 8.
Trenton's in their goal line defense. A little bit stiffer now. They picked up about 3 yards on that carry.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he's hitting there, and he's still rolling. He's going for the first down. He may have made it, Russ.
That was a good run. He was hit just beyond the line of scrimmage and spun forward and picked up about 4 or 5. As you said, Dennis, I think he's good enough for the first down, if not very close. Is he short?
Yeah.
Arnold says he's short, so they're going to have to go for it. Huh? 3 inches. Oh, he just signaled you wrong, Arnold. First time in years. That gives the Bears 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Danny Fassler in motion right out of the I-back position. Straight ahead give to Kearney, and he hits down for about 4 yards.
Nice hole in there that time. Good blocking.
Bears just good straight-ahead football, being very conservative right now and controlling the line, and they have a good drive going. Hand off to Henry, and a good tackle over there. Looked like number 20, Sean Adams, cut the gain to just a yard or 2, and so it's 3rd and goal outside the 5-yard line. Here's this same play, but number 80, David No, had that one smelled out pretty good, Dennis.
Yes, he did.
Scott faked to the right side and then rolled around to the left on a quarterback reverse, and number 80 for Trenton, David No, saw it go for a touchdown a few minutes ago and thought that was enough for a while on that play.
Well, that kind of is a misdirection play and kind of a naked reverse.
That's right. If somebody sees it happening, you haven't got much protection out in front. So it's 4th and 10. Scott back to pass, throwing so that the Warriors will take over. The Bear drive stalls out at the 10-yard line, first down for Trenton.
The Warriors showing real good defense on that effort there.
Yeah, they stiffened down at the goal line.
And they're still in the game here. 3:56 here in this first quarter. The Bears leading 6-0. Kitfield's the quarterback, and he sits him down. And he hands off to the second man through the fullback. And he picks up some pretty good yardage in there, maybe 4 yards on that carry.
Troy Rippon and Joe Kochwar along with Sean Keeney in on the tackle. Gained about 3.
Culbertson or Trenton again showing the Warriors showing a I formation, and he hands off to his favorite man.
Good tackle behind the line of scrimmage there. Joe Kochwar got some penetration there and threw him for a loss of about 3 yards. So we're looking at 3rd and 7 or 8.
T formation this time for the Warriors. And he's back to pass, a quick one, but
overthrows number 84, Jim Garner, so that puts the Warriors again in a punting situation. They're at their own.
Culbertson the Bears had a real good pass rush that time.
Had a good rush, forced him to throw it a little sooner than he wanted.
You bet. The quarterback didn't have no time at all, and he had to dump it.
Troy Rippon and Danny Fassler are back to return the kick. And a low spiraling kick taken by Dan Fassler. Dan drops it.
And he's hit in there. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going to happen here, but there's a flag on that play.
Yeah, Dan received the ball on about the 33-yard line and bobbled it, but then picked it up and gained about 10 yards straight ahead before he was hit by several Trenton Warriors. But apparently we had an illegal block on the play, so that's going to take the Bears back a few yards.
Clipping penalty, I believe, is what the call was, Rush. And that'll move them back about 15 yards. Put the ball in play on about the 27-yard line.
Clipping against the Bears. Going to bring up 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
High formation. Here's a little counter play here that Chris Henry is loose on.
And he's gone. Yeah. He's gone. There's no one that can catch him now.
Yeah.
All the way
into
the
touchdown. We've got a flag
here.
We've got a flag, and a couple of the Bears look like they
may be called back.
Looks like a procedure penalty against the Bears, so that nullifies a nice run. Of just a little counter play. Chris Henry got through the line and cut to the outside and outran the Warriors, but the Bears are hurting themselves with some penalties here.
Yes, that would have been about a 50-yard run back or
yeah.
Run from the line of scrimmage. Good play in there, but the procedure penalty is going to nullify the touchdown, so it's going to put the Bears back. A major penalty.
Well, I guess it's not procedure.
No, it must have been a...
That's about a 70-yard penalty is what it turned out to be.
Yeah, right.
65-yard penalty.
Well, it's First and almost the next time zone.
Yeah.
First and 20, I guess.
That's too bad. It was sure a nice run.
Good.
And there, but he gets out of it. I guess Scott didn't think Chris needed a rest after that long run, and he carries the ball here straight ahead for about 3.
That's just good effort.
Yeah, he's hit right at the line.
Scott. He was hit and he rolled out of the tackle and still picked up a couple 3 yards on that. The Bears in a pro set, back to pass.
Dumps out here to here's Henry again. A nice move, a good move, and good running. They've got it within about 10 yards of that first down marker anyway. Just a little flat pass out here that Chris caught and turned it upfield for about an 8 or 10 yard gain.
So we got 3 and 11 here as the Bears put the ball in play. Again, an I formation. He's back to pass. And he ducks out there a long one. Oh, just a little bit over his fingertips. He had his man open, and he had a clear shot.
Yeah, just overthrew him a yard or so.
Just out of his reach.
So the Bears are in a punting situation. You got too many men in the backfield here.
I believe the Bears called timeout. Is that not the call?
Yeah, the Bears called timeout. They had 4 guys behind the line of scrimmage there in their formation, and you're only allowed 3. And you've got to have 3 also. But they had 4 lined up, and so rather than have another penalty, they call a timeout.
We have 56 seconds here left in the first quarter. I'd like to bring you some of the sponsors at this time. We want to thank the K Store for allowing us to use some of their electricity for our production here tonight. And I believe we're going to have time back in now.
Okay, the Bears got their punting team organized. Chris Henry will be back to kick. Nice snap.
And it's blocked. And Trenton recovers the ball down on about the 6-yard line.
So give them a big break. The Bears lost the touchdown, and they'll have a punt blocked, and they're going to let the Trenton Warriors back in the game, so to speak.
Yes, they are. That really, and that at this point in the game,
up.
Yes, it does. It really gives them momentum now. We're going to have to see what they can do with it.
First down and goal for Trenton at about the 6-yard line.
And I formation.
Handoff here, number 32. Hernandez is the ball carrier and stopped by the Bears. Kearney was involved in the tackle, and so was Chris Henry.
Pickup of about a yard on that play. There was no place to go. Trenton or Culbertson, the Bears had the Warriors stop that time on the outside. Again, Trenton brings up the line there in I formation. He sets them down, takes a snap, and he hands off to the first guy through, or second guy through.
Good defense by the Bears. I think the Bears are kind of riled up after.
Yes, they are.
Kind of a flat last few minutes, and they're playing good defense. And that's the end of the quarter with the Bears ahead 6-0. Third and goal on the 7 for the Trenton Warriors.
So the Bears are going to put it back into play, or the Warriors will put it in play on the opposite end. For all your refreshment needs, go down to the Half Moon Inn and they will serve you well, not only with their refreshments, but with good company too. Stop down and say hi. Okay, we're getting set here to start the second quarter of the game tonight.
Arnold says that Culbertson was penalized 35 yards, and they were very costly in that first quarter.
Yes, they was. Third down on about the 6-yard line of the Bears. And he's back, and he's got a pass. He got a man open out there.
Good tackle out here by Chris Henry that prevented a touchdown. It'll be fourth and only about, well, 2 yards, let's call it, for...
Right, that was Adams on the reception that time. And a nice little flare pass, and he did connect. That's the first connection he has made tonight. So the Bears not out of the woods yet. T formation, sets him down, takes a snap, and he dumps one out to
it's a touchdown.
To the end out there. That was no. So the Warriors are on the board. 11:25 here in the second quarter. Score 6-6.
Well, they've certainly the penalties and the block kick have inspired the Warriors, so the Bears are going to have to put out the fire, so to speak, here.
Yes, they did.
Have a game on their hands.
They did capitalize on their mistake. Quarterback sets him down again in T formation. He's back, and he's going to pass, and they got it. Two-pointer.
Two-point conversion.
That was number 80, no again.
Trenton takes an 8-6 lead over the Bears just into the second quarter.
Culbertson now going to have to settle down and play a little ball control, I think, to get them back into the ball game. The Warriors are fired up now. Frederick for the Warriors are kicking off.
Scott Propp and Troy Rippon will be returning for the Bears.
Short kickoff, not too long.
Scott Propp has it, takes it right up the middle, has an opening here, gets to the outside.
Nice return in there.
Right at midfield before they bring Scott down. So the Bears will be in good position. Scott took the ball on about the 15-yard line and returned it to midfield, so that's a 25-yard return.
Beautiful field position.
He might have stepped out of bounds a few yards earlier, but still they're in good shape.
Real good running in there, and he just broke it to the outside and took a long one down the sideline.
Handoff
and there's a fumble. Recovered in there.
A gain of about a yard or two on that dropped exchange between Scott Propp and Chris Henry.
Lone back, and he's got some room on the outside. Russ, he's going to go.
Yeah,
he's gone. Oh, just out of bounds on about the 7-yard line.
Number 32 made a good effort there, Steve Hernandez, and forced Chris out about the 5-yard line, and we have no flags, so the Bears are in scoring position.
That's about a 30-yard run that time from the line of scrimmage.
I keep giving these guys too many yards. I guess I'm... A nice run. It ran about 40 yards on that play.
Propp sets him down. He hands off second man through this time, and he's driving in there.
And a nice run. He was hit first at about the 5 and carried a tackler to about the 2-yard line. A good run by Chris Henry.
Second and a short 2 for the TD. I formation. Second man through, and he's
in. A touchdown. Chris Henry goes straight ahead with a good quick hit and and scores a touchdown for the Bears. Makes it 12-8. Bears will go for 2.
Just a little bit over a minute that time. The Bears took the ball on their own about, 35-yard line, drove the field, and scored. So
we're in a shotgun setup here. The ball will be snapped to Scott, and he goes back to throw to Rick Dahlgren, just overthrows him. Rick was open, but Scott had a little too much on it. So the Bears are ahead 12-8, 10:20 left in the first half.
Good drive in there, real nice drive by the Bears, and they showed their poise. They didn't let the scoring that Trenton put on the board there bother me. They just took the ball and drove the field and scored.
Okay, kicking off for Culbertson, John Penn. Deep receive, Sean Adams, Steve Hernandez.
Larry Land replacing Chris Henry on the kickoff team. John Penn will kick off. And a good kick. Adams takes the ball at the
He's got a little room on the outside there.
And runs it back took it about the 15 for about a 12-yard return to the 28 or 9.
First and 10 on the 29. The Warriors are going to put her in play. Again, they're showing a I formation. Takes a snap. He hands the first man through, and he drives for about 3 yards in there. Hinchera with the ball carrier.
Yeah. Picked up 4 or so. Straight ahead run.
Again, the Warriors showing the I formation. And he's back to pass this time, and he's pressured in there. And it's intercepted.
Intercepted by Sean Keeney, who has an opening.
Some room.
Nice run back there.
We got a flag on the play. It's going to be against the Warriors. I would assume that they will decline the penalty. The Bears will take over the ball on about the 25-yard line. Russ?
This gives the Bears a chance to put a few more points on the board and establish themselves here in the game.
Good field position now. I formation, running formation for the Bears, and he hands off to the second man through.
Chris Henry, and Chris made a good run for about 5 yards.
He did. He carried the tackler there for a good 4 or 5 yards.
Kirk Alexander made the tackle for Trenton.
Pro set. Hands off to the one.
to Chris Henry, and he's got an opening and makes a nice run.
Runs hard in there.
Yeah, picks up about 12 yards, and so the Bears will have a first down at about the 8-yard line, first and goal.
So it's going to bring up first and goal from about the 8-yard line.
Again, a pro set, a single running back, and he hands off to him. Oh, good effort in there by Henry.
Run. Takes it down to very near the goal line, probably be a yard out. Second down.
Picks up about 5 on that
Chris
carry.
Henry probably already has 15 or 20 carries and a lot of yards.
Yes, he does. Hands off to the second man through for the TD.
There's another one for a touchdown. Chris Henry from a yard out takes the Bears up to 18-8.
8-12 here in this second quarter.
Shotgun formation again by the Bears. Rolling out here. Caught the ball with a foot in. Good catch by Troy Rippon.
20.
Nice pass by Scott Propp, right against the sidelines, and threw it on a good throw to Troy Rippon, who made a catch and stayed in bounds, so the Bears take a 20-8 lead.
Penn is kicking off again for the Bears. Low squibbing kick. He's got a little room, not too much. The Bears pretty well sew him up there on about the 25-yard line.
Good tackle in there by number 63, Troy Rakes. Wrapped him up here after about an 8-yard return. So it's at the 27 or 28-yard line, first down for Trenton.
I formation for the Warriors. Sets him down, and he pitches back this time. And he's missed.
Good tackle by Joe Kochwar.
They dump him back for about 3 or 4 yard loss that time, Russ. Good penetration
good
by the Bears.
By the Bears. Bears are staying in their 3-3 defense. Larry Land and Troy Rippon are at safety. And well, they just switched their defense here.
I think we got a little motion penalty in there on the Warriors.
Joe Kochwar again making the tackle.
Hernandez was the ball carrier that time. And the penalties decline, or the penalties decline will bring up third down and long. 13, 14 yards for the first. Warriors unable to move the ball consistently against a powerful defense of the Bears. Split formation this time, and he's back to pass, and he's going to get nailed back there.
Good penetration. Todd Rippon was in there first. Todd had a great game last week, made 10 tackles behind the line of scrimmage, and he shot in there and slowed him up, and then Troy, or I guess that was Rick Dahlgren, made the tackle. So the Bears drive him back further, and it's fourth and a long ways.
Warriors in punting formation. And he takes a snap, and it's partially blocked, Russ.
It's going to go out of bounds here right at midfield, so the Bears will start again in a good position.
That ball was partially blocked. I don't know who got his hand on it in there.
Either. They had a good rush on him.
Bears showing real strong defense against the Warriors here. The Bears coming to the pro set, up to the line. He hands off to the single running back, and he's got some good yardage in there.
Yep, up for 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Chris Henry again, the carrier, ball carrier.
Pick up about 4 on the play. Second about 6.
Sets him down, hands back.
Okay, out wide here is Chris Henry, lowers his head and comes very close to the first down.
And they're going to give him the first down. Right on just inside the 30-yard line, Russ. So the Bears with 1st and 10 here. 5:55 left in the second quarter. I formation this time. And he's back to pass. And he's going to run it in there.
Yeah,
he's open.
Clear, makes a good cut back there. Good run by Scott Prop. Takes it down to the 16-yard line, so it'll be first down for the Bears again.
He broke 2 or 3 tackles in there to pick up the easy 1st and 10. It's about on the 16-yard line. Bears moving the ball rather easily right at the moment.
High formation, Sean Keeney at the up back. Back to pass. Overthrows Troy Rippon a little low and outside. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line for the Bears. Yeah, low and outside. Arnold said that was ball 1.
Single setback. Hands off to him on the inside. He breaks the tackle for the line of scrimmage, maybe for a 2-yard pickup.
So the Bears have got some yards to make on this. It's 3rd down and about 8.
The defense is tightening down here next to the goal line. T formation this time. And they hand off to the end around.
End around to Rick Dahlgren, and Rick's big and tall, and Troy Rippon, I guess. Troy made the turn and dragged the tackler for a couple yards. It'll give the Bears first down at about the 3-yard line.
Right, good
run. Troy lines up at the left end and just takes it on a reverse. Just ends up on a sweep to the right here with the end carrying the ball. Split backs for the Bears.
And it's going in there.
For the touchdown. Scott Prop on a straight-ahead quarterback sneak.
26-8. 4:41 here in the second period. So the Bears looking real strong here in this first half.
Yeah, I think that touchdown kind of woke them up here a little bit, Dennis. They've come back and played great ball since the Warriors went ahead 2 points there for a minute or two. A minute, I guess. The Bears scored right away. Here's a rollout right, just over Troy Rippon's fingertips. We've got a flag here. I don't know.
Possibly could have been a late hit on the quarterback.
I guess we just have to see who started what here, but there was a little activity down here.
The ball was thrown when he was hit, so I'm only guessing that's probably what the call is a late hit. If that is the case, it's going to give the Bears a chance for the 2-point conversion. And I believe that's what the call was. And he hands off to the
Dan Fassler. Dan scores the 2-point conversion for the Bears, so it's gone to 28-8 here. Bears have scored 22 points in about the last 8 minutes.
For all your banking needs and insurance, stop down and see Rusty at the Culbertson Bank, the friendly place. Go down and say hi. Okay, we're set here for the kickoff. Again, the kicker being...
John Penn's going to kick it for the Bears. And a good kick. A little confusion there by the Warriors.
And he's hit.
A good tackle.
He's hit hard down there, deep, about the 15-yard line.
Let's see. Rick Dahlgren was down covering quickly on that and made a nice tackle.
They kind of bobbled the ball, Rusty. And,
yeah, that gave the Bears time to get down and cover it, and Rick was right on top of him once he finally got a hold of the ball.
So the Warriors are going to have to dig themselves out of the hole here late in this first half. I formation. It's a set.
First and 10.
And he's back, and he hands off the second man through. And he picks up about 5 yards on that, Russ.
Yeah, that was a little off-tackle play that gives the Warriors a little better second down position than they've had earlier tonight.
Again, the Warriors bring him up to the line. T formation this time. And he's hit back there in the backfield.
Joe Kochwar stood up the whole play there. The ball handler, or the ball was trying to be handed off by the quarterback, Kentfield, and Joe had the ball carrier, or the intended ball carrier, and the quarterback both wrapped up there.
Yeah, he did. He was in there. He anticipated that one. He just shot it. He shot the gap and was in the backfield before they even were back there.
The Bears are in a four-man front. That puts Joe out of the linebacker position as a down lineman, and they're now in a 4-2-2.
Again, I formation. And he tries to hand off in there. It's stacked up again.
So they lost about 2 more, and we're looking at 4th and 12 for the Warriors, with 2:55 left in the first half.
About 2 yards to bring up 4th and about 12. Troy Rippon going back for punt receive, and Larry Land. Here comes Danny Foster replacing.
Troy Rippon and Dan Fassler are back to return the kick.
Frederick is the punter for the Warriors. And it's almost blocked. He did get it away.
Taken by Dan Fassler on the hop, and a good heads-up play by Dan, and he advances it inside the 30-yard line of Trenton. Dan took it on a high bounce at about midfield and gets about a 12-yard run back, and so the Bears again are in good position.
Good running in there by Fassler. Good heads-up thinking. I formation by the Bears, and hands off to the second man through.
Good
and he's
balance
still going.
By Chris Henry. Hit a couple times there and kept his feet for 5 or 6 yard gain. Bears call timeout here.
2:10 here in the second quarter. The Bears are going to talk it over a little bit down there. The rest are going to set up a little strategy. Perhaps they can put some more points on the board before that.
We've got 2 minutes here, and I'd say another touchdown would put the game pretty much out of reach, probably. I'm sure the Bears would like to play a lot of. Coach Ferguson has run in a lot of players all evening here, and so keeps that enthusiasm going with the team. And got a good crowd here despite the cold weather for homecoming tonight.
You bet. That gives your bench a lot more strength, too. You get a little more experience in there. Culbertson IGA store. For all your grocery needs, go down and see Buzzy. He'll fix you right up for all those hungry munchies you need. That is the Culbertson IGA store. Okay, we get back into play here. Kind of a split formation, a wing to the right. He hands off the fullback, and he's got some room in there. Henry's running hard.
Takes to the 10-yard line. That'll be another first down for the Bears. It was off tackle, but Chris broke it back, turned it back inside, and made a nice run. The Bears will have first down just outside the 10.
He picked up about 12 yards on that one, Russ. Real nice running in there.
First and 10 from the 10.
And the Bears are ready to go. Wing formation to the right, and he hands off the fullback again. And he's still driving hard in there.
Another good run. Takes it to the 6.
Picks up another 4 yards on that carry. And the Bears are ready to go. I formation showing this time, or is that?
Hand off to Henry up the middle for.
And he's driving hard.
Yeah, he is. But he's going to be about 1.5 yards short, it looks like, or 2.
Stopped in there by David Harcher again.
Stopped in there by Harcher for the Warriors.
And for Kelly Center, run
they could pick up a first down before they score.
Yeah.
Third and a long one, and the quarterback brings her in. Prop puts her across for another 6 points for the Bears. Brings the score now to 34-8 with 1:09 left here in this first half. And the Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion. Shotgun. Prop just takes it and runs it in.
Up. The Bears had 2 guys just off the line and the rest of them on the line, and they just all got their block, and Scott went in standing up on that play. So the Bears have had a very productive second quarter, Dennis.
Yes, they did.
30 points worth. And with 1:09 left in the half, they've taken a 36-8 lead over the Trenton Warriors.
Okay, whole new bunch of guys on the kickoff team here. John Penn's still kicking off.
We've got Troy Rakes, and get some of these other Bears on the kickoff team here. Tom Foster, Tom Bredvik.
Good punt in there. Taken in there by Stark. And he's still all running. He brings her all the way back up to about 35-yard line.
John Penn involved in the tackle, and Troy Rakes also. John Penn doing the kicking for the Bears.
That was their best run back on a...
Yeah, that gives them good position. They're just a couple yards short of midfield here with a minute left in the half to try to get something on the board.
I formation by the Warriors. Quarterback barks out the signals, and he's back to pass, and it's blocked in there.
Yeah, deflected in there.
That was by Kochwar.
Todd Rippon, I think, maybe hit that. One of the two, anyway. They had a good rush on him and had their hands up, and the important thing is that the ball was batted down.
Yes, it was. He stuck it up there in the right place and it knocked the ball down. 43 seconds here in the second period. T formation this time by the Warriors. And there's a bobble in there, but he's back to pass, and he's going to get nailed.
The Bears were back there as fast as he was. That bobble just took the timing out of the play, and the Bears penetrated in there, and Rick Dogger, number 85, and Todd Rippon, 53, were back there to throw him for about a 8-yard loss, and so...
Third and about 18, looks like.
Get a third and a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Best thing they do is run out the clock,
yeah,
I
think that's maybe... maybe that's right.
12 seconds here. They got to bark off one signal here, and he's back, and no one to hand off to, so he runs her back.
Good tackle in there by Sean Keeney. Ran Kentfield out right when the buzzer went. So the Bears take an 8-6 first quarter deficit into a 36-8 halftime lead here.
The Blue Ribbon Marching Band will perform their contest routines that we'll be performing tomorrow. Tomorrow, as you all know, the McCook Band Day will be held in McCook. The parade starts at 10 o'clock. There will be many fine bands there, including the Culbertson and Trenton bands. So please go there and support your schools. Tonight, our contest routine featuring the 4 songs, Prime Time, America, Taps, and Novena, under the field direction of Kelly Moore.
Beautifully done in there by the Bears. Real professional looking band, real sharp looking tonight. We wish them well in tomorrow's competition. And all you out there, we hope you get to see it. And there you have it, folks, the 1984 King and Queen and their attendants. Homecoming, and a very nice homecoming this evening by the Culbertson Bears as they lead 36-8. We'll go in about 10 seconds. Are you ready, Kenny? Whenever you're ready.
Okay, we're about ready for the second half here. A couple things. First of all, we'd like to thank the guys.
3, 2, 1. You're on.
These Bears have a 36-8 lead over Trenton, and taking the field here to begin the second half. Looks like the Bears will be receiving this second half kickoff from Trenton.
Well, hopefully the second half we'll probably see a lot of new faces out on the field. 36-8.
Apparently there was a penalty.
Must have been a delay of game.
Yes, it was. They did finally appear though, but it's going to cost them 15 yards. Trenton was in the dressing room for a warm-up session there, and the officials have penalized them 15 yards, so the Bears should get it in good field position. Troy Rippon and Scott Propp are going to be returning the kick.
Do you suppose that the Culbertson players may have warm ears by now?
Yeah. Trenton players?
Yeah.
So Rick Dahlgren catches it and makes a good catch of a line drive kick and gets it back to the 30-yard line of Trenton for first down Culbertson.
So Trenton, or the Bears are going to have real good field position here starting off this second half.
Hand off to Kearney on a little reverse here. Sean breaks it up for about 6 yards.
Adams making the tackle there, but not after a good 5-yard pickup.
Pickup about 6 on the play, second and about 4 for the first and 10.
Dan Fassler replaces Sean Kearney. Hand off to Chris Henry with a good little hole. Chris breaks to the outside and picks up about 7, so the Bears will have a first down at the Trenton Well, it'll be about the 18-yard line.
Like a pickup about 4 yards
19-yard line will make it.
from the Trenton 29-yard line.
Rolling out here. Here's a pitch to a drop pitch that Chris Henry manages to fall on. The Bears will lose about 7 or 6 yards on that, 5 yards, but they were fortunate to retain the ball.
Lost about 5 yards on the play.
Finger's a little cold, and
Yeah,
he's unable to find the handle that time.
That'll put him to 2nd and 15 at the 24-yard line.
Back up and take a run at it.
Here's a handoff here to Sean Kearney. And Sean picks up about 15 or 16, so we could have a first down. Looks like they made a first down here at about the 7-yard line, 1st and goal. 8-yard line, 1st and goal.
Just need that little backup. Take a run at it, Russ.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They had a little room to work there and
right.
spread the defense out. All those good lines. Okay, Chris Henry at running back here. Hand off to Chris on a little counter play, and Chris drags tacklers down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Bears.
He made a nice little juke step that time and kind of faked his man out, and then when he did get a hold of him, he pulled him for another about 3 or 4 yards in there. Good move in there by Henry. Ball spotted on about the 2.5-yard line.
Have an I formation with Dan Fassler at tailback and Jan Dangles in motion. Sean Kearney at fullback. Straight ahead to Sean for
and
the
it's
touchdown.
In there.
3-yard run. Number 22, Sean Kearney, took the handoff from Scott Propp and accelerated straight ahead into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice, easy run in there.
So the Bears go up 42-8, and they're in their 2-point conversion. Larry Land's at quarterback for the Bears. Dan Fassler at running back. Larry rolls out right and throws it. Incomplete there, is tipped, and the intended receiver was Rick Dahlgren.
Extra point no good. Brings the score 42-8. 9:33 here in the third quarter. So the Bears again capitalizing on the good field positioning on the opening kickoff. And we've got a whole host of new players.
Yeah, we'll try to get, Coach Ferguson has an opportunity to play a lot of people in here. We've got Troy Rakes and Tom Foster and
good kick in there. Taken in there by Stark.
Number 61, Corey Albert's in there on the play. Number 32, Randy Haggart. We have Larry Land in on defense for the Bears at safety, replacing Chris Henry. Chris stays in at linebacker. So we got Troy Rippon and Larry Land at safety, Sean Kearney and Chris Henry at linebacker. And a good tackle here on a straight handoff. Chris Henry made the tackle.
Adams was the ball carrier.
Right, no gain on the play, or very little gain. It'll be 2nd and 9, we'll call it.
Whoa, we're going to have to do some jumping jacks up here.
Yeah.
It's getting chilly.
Yeah, it's getting down there. I think the tomatoes might go tonight.
Yeah. Hand off to the second man through, but no go.
Joe Kochwar has a hold of him, and the rest of the Bears were all involved.
Hernandez was the ball carrier that time. No gain or a loss on the play, actually.
So we've got 3rd and 10. I formation. Back to pass here, and we got a little reverse. Number 84, Jim Gardner carried the ball, but the Bears, Joe Kochwar involved in the tackle, and they lost a couple more, and so it's going to be 4th and about 15 yards for Trenton.
They fooled themselves into about a 4-yard loss.
Yeah. Well, just a play like that, you can't have that kind of penetration, and that's what happened, and so the Bears were right on top of it. We have Troy Rippon back to return, and Larry Land. Low kick here. So the Bears get it at about the 32-yard line, first down.
And we got a whole...
Well, we have checked some of the numbers. We have, looks like basically the starting offensive lineup for the Bears right now. Doug Sleeman at center, Joe Kochwar, Todd Rippon, and we've got Dahlgren and Troy Rippon at the ends. Handoff here to Sean Kearney on a little reverse. Kearney was in a wingback position and took the reverse handoff from Scott Propp for about 5 yards.
Good running in there. Good deception play, and went well. Real nice looking play in the backfield that time. Good blocking on the line by the Bears.
Back to pass. He's looking for Troy Rippon, who has got it. Good catch, good throw. Gives the Bears a first down at about the 18-yard line.
About a 20-yard pass play on that. Nice. This gives you a chance to experiment a little bit, just see what you can do. That play looked real nice. It developed well, and he hit his man. He was wide open out there.
Just inside the 20-yard line, the Bears have a first down. Handoff here to Dan Fassler, who is hit on a nice tackle there by number 20 for Trenton, Sean Adams. A real good tackle. Held Dan to about a 2 or 3 yard gain on the play.
Wing right this time. He rolls out.
Reverse again. Just kind of a counter play and roll out by Scott Propp, the quarterback. He makes it look like it's a sweep to the right and comes back to the left here. And Scott picked up about 3, so we've got a third and a long 4 maybe. Hand off to Dan Fassler, has a little room there. Dan gets, I think he's got a first down, Dennis.
Yeah, there was good blocking that time. They blew him off the line, and he had a nice big hole and picks up the first down easily.
So the Bears have a first and goal about the 8.5 or 9 yard line. Hand off to Fassler. He runs good, runs down to about the 3 yard line. Pickup of about 5 or 6.
He stumbled a little bit there at the line and kept his feet and was able to pick up the good yardage.
Yeah, this gives the Bears second at about the 3 yard line.
Second about 4 for the first for the goal.
Wing right, hands off in there to Fassler. And he picks up about 2 yards on that one.
Third down and goal, about 2 to 3 yards from the end zone for the Bears, inside the 3 yard line.
Wing right,
straight ahead, drive. Touchdown. Scott Propp stumbled there, but he leaned right against one of his own players and kept his balance, and I think that's the third short touchdown for Scott tonight on a plunge like that, and so it takes it to 48-8, I think. Our scoreboard's on its own trip over there. There we go, 48-8.
There's good blocking in there that time by Sleeman,
Yeah.
and he just drove into the end zone, and prop was right on him.
Larry Land back in the shotgun formation to throw to Troy Rippon, who lets it get it by his fingertips. 48-8, 4:26 left in the third quarter.
That's a good pass in there,
Yeah,
just out of his fingers.
Yep.
A little bit chilly, not used to it, and wasn't able to latch onto that one. So the seniors tonight having a good ball game on their homecoming evening.
Try to pick up a couple more of these Bears that are in on this kickoff team. Tom Bredvik is in there, and Randy Haggard, Corey Albert, Larry Land, John Penn will be kicking. Number 63 is Troy Rakes. And a good kick by John Penn. Taken by Hernandez at the 32, or at about the 20, and he gets through here to midfield. A good run back by Hernandez.
They have been getting fairly good returns on their kickoffs there. That time they run it back real nice. Gives a little better field position than what they have had in the past this season.
Yeah, that's right.
Still a T formation.
Back to pass, and he incomplete to David No, receiver for Trenton. 2nd and 10.
He's a little bit intimidated because of that fast pass rush.
Yeah.
He did have a little time, but he hurried it.
Very little.
I formation this time by the Warriors.
Hard hit. Troy Rippon, or Todd Rippon, excuse me, number 53, Todd Rippon really smacked the ball carrier there, Hernandez.
He threw everything but a kitchen sink at him.
He sure did. He saw that one coming and hit him chest to chest and really stuck him. We got some substitutions going here. Number 71, Steve Oberg's in the game for the Bears. Back to pass here, and it's complete. Chris Henry was on him, but David No makes a reception, and it gets him to 4th and about 6 yards. They picked up about 8 on that play.
They'll probably go for this one.
Yeah. Well, they're in punting position. And a punt that should have been gone for. The Trenton team had a 4th and about 6 across midfield and chose to punt, and it was a very, very bad punt, and so they gained little or nothing, and so the Bears will take over at their own 27, 28.
They didn't. The only thing they really gained, there was no return on that
Yeah,
punt.
I guess that's right. The Bears take time out here. I think Coach Ferguson, we're going to be doing a lot of substituting from this point on, Dennis, and I think we need a little organizational meeting here.
For your station and car needs, stop down at A&M Oil and let those folks down there take care of your car. It's getting winter now, and you should be out there checking your antifreeze and winterizing your car. So stop down at A&M Oil Company and have your jobs completed today. This third quarter kind of crawling along now. We still have 2:58 left in it.
Well, I think we've gone to an entire substitution crew here. The whole Bear first string is sitting down here on the bench, and so we're going to be seeing a lot of substitutes here, and we'll try to get everyone's name as they enter the game. Larry Land, a quarterback, handing off there to Danny Fassler, and Danny's hit right at the line of scrimmage, so we'll have 2nd and 10.
They all get untangled there so they can get back to the huddle.
Steve Oberg here at this end. And we have a little snap problem, but Larry Land picks it up and maybe picks up a yard on it, so we're looking at 3rd and 8 or so, 8 or 9.
Pick up another yard, 3rd and about 8.
Got Tom Bredvik in there, number 28. Larry Lamb back to pass here, and he saw a lot of white shirts when he set up, and so he's forced to run it and loses a couple, so the Bears will be in 4th and long yardage.
Loss on the play, about 4 or 5 yards. 4th, about 13.
Larry Land, number 18, will be punting for the Bears. We have number 20, Sean Adams, back to return for Trenton.
And it's faked in there.
Well, I don't think it started out that way,
right.
Dennis.
They had a good rush
yeah,
on.
They had a good rush, and Larry Land looked up and saw that there was no chance of getting the punt off, and so he lowers his head and gets about 5 yards back that he'd sacrificed in punt formation, but the Trenton Warriors will take off from their own, or from the Bear 26.
I formation shown by the Warriors. Takes a snap and hands off. No, he doesn't. He's back to pass, and he's got a man out there.
A good catch and out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
That was Adams.
Canfield rolled out left and threw a nice ball there. Led Adams, who made a good catch, and Dan Faster runs him out at the 3-yard line, 3 or 4. So the Trenton Warriors, with a minute left in the 3rd quarter, are threatening to score.
T formation this time by the Warriors. Hands
Handoff
off.
Straight ahead there, and he stumbles into the end zone. Good forward progress there by David Hertzner. And the Warriors are on the board here. It's 14 points with 57 seconds left.
T formation again by the Warriors. Sets him down. He's back to pass, and he's got his big end out there.
Just overthrows him. 48-14.
Unable to connect. Pass intended for no that time.
Okay, we've got a lot of Bears in there. Tom Foster, number 42. Number 32 is Randy Haggart. 71, Steve Oberg. 61, Corey Albert. Got a little equipment problem right now at officials helping one of the Bears before they kick the ball here. Larry Land and Dan Faster are back to return the kick, standing at about their 8-yard line. And the kick's up, not too good a one, down right through the center.
32, the ball carrier.
Randy Haggart's the ball carrier for the Bears, fields the short kickoff, so the Bears will take over at the 27-yard line, first down.
Number 24 was the tackler, Tony Stark.
Everyone's helmet strap must have frozen here or something. Okay, Larry Land at quarterback for the Bears. Running out of an I formation. Hand off to Dan Fassler, and there's no gain on the play. I think the Bears will probably take a pretty conservative approach here to this last few minutes of the game. 2nd and 9 to go.
And he's nailed in there. Warriors made penetration that time, and he had no place to go.
That'll be the last play of this quarter, Dennis. So the Bears have a 48-14 lead heading into the 4th quarter.
Bang, and there she goes. Stop up at the B&D service for your car care needs. Now that winter is approaching, you need to have your car taken care of. And at B&D service, they can sure do that for you. Stop in and say thanks for putting on the game tonight. We appreciate you, and we know you folks out there do too.
Okay, we're looking at 3rd and 9 as we start the 4th quarter.
I formation by the Bears.
Roll out here by Land. Larry picks up about 4, so we'll have 4th and about 5 or 6 here for the Bears.
Took a whole host of that time of the Trenton Warriors to bring him down. He kept his feet and just kept driving forward for a nice little gain in there. But it's going to bring up a punting formation for the Bears.
Sean Adams goes in to return this Chris Henry punt. Except that's John Penn instead of Chris Henry. And John gets it off over here, takes a good bounce, picks up another 5 yards, so Trenton will take it over at about the 20-yard line. John Penn and Larry Land will be the safeties for the Bears. Todd Bredvik and Dan Fassler at linebacker. And the line will have Corey Albert and Tom Foster, number 63, Troy Rakes at one end, and Steve Oberg, number 71, at the other end. I'm sure this bunch of Bears would like to show a little defense right now. Back to pass here. Larry Land breaks it up, almost had an interception, but the receiver went to a defense man there at the last minute and knocked it out of Larry Land's hands when he was coming down.
That ball kind of hung up there that time, and it was a nice long pass, and Larry almost had it. In the I formation, kind of a, he had his man, he was open, but he couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah.
Passington in there for Garner. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Obviously now they are at a passing formation. I formation. Normally a running formation. And he rolls out. And he manages to get it away.
Yeah, he does. It looked like the Bears were going to throw him for a loss, though, but he stepped up and avoided the rush and got a, looks like we might have a little.
We do have a flag on the ground.
Problem.
It's going to go against the Warriors.
Well, I imagine the Bears will, I don't know, it's hard telling. They could push him back, or they could make him kick the ball. It's about 4th and 10 right now, but it looks like the Bears are going to push him back.
Illegal receiver downfield, I believe, was the call. And that is a flagrant penalty. Half the distance to the goal line. Puts them on about the 10-yard line. 3rd and a whole bunch. Need a binoculars to see the first down marker.
Yeah, they're in a hole.
I formation, he rolls back there, and he gets it off, but no receiver.
We got another flag here.
Another flag.
Against the Bears.
Roughing the passer. I think that might carry with it a first down too, Dennis, so they can go back and wing a few more.
Yeah, I believe it does. Automatic first down, regardless of where the ball's at. And a good 15-yard penalty.
Okay, 15-yard mark off against the Bears. First down.
That's not normally how you obtain first down.
No, it isn't.
So the Warriors going to get a reprieve here and
The quarterback
maintain ball possession.
forced to run for his life 3 more times.
Yeah.
Now, he hands it off this time to Hernandez, who makes a good little run here, hit by Larry Land, but cut it up for about 8 yards. 9
Close
yards.
to the first
Yeah,
down.
yeah, it was a good run.
And they're going to measure it. They call for a measure, but it looks to me like they're about 2 inches short, Russ.
Well, we better ask Arnold.
Yeah. Okay. So we're fast approaching the winter season. The Co-op Oil Company can supply you with your needs for your heating and your car needs. So stop down and say hi. Tell them thanks for bringing us the game tonight.
2 inches short, Dennis. Got an eagle eye on there. Brings up 2nd and 2 inches for the Trenton Warriors.
Okay, the second about 2 inches for the Trenton Warriors from their own 26-yard line about. 26 and a half. 36 and a half.
Okay, the flagmen are all ready. We're ready to put the ball back in play here. 10:47 in the last quarter of the ball game, 4th quarter. Quarterback takes it and he heads off.
And a good tackle here. Number 32, Randy Haggart. Picks up the first down, though, for the Trenton Warriors. So they'll be at the 37, 38-yard line, first down.
He handed off to number 66 in there. That's Ventura. He's wearing. He's playing the backfield, but that's a guard.
Yeah, makes it tough to figure.
Yeah.
Pitch back here to Hernandez, and he's turned up there by Dan Fassler.
He lost a little bit on that one. Didn't go nowhere. Culbertson pursuit there, slowing that one to nothing. Lost about a yard on that one, I guess.
Yeah. Back to throw.
He completes that.
Here to
84. That's Garner.
Jim Garner. That will pick up about 6 for Trenton and put him in a 3rd and 4 or 5 position. Okay, back to throw again, rolling out to his left, and a rush on.
Oh, almost intercepted in there.
We had John Penn and Larry Land covering there.
They pretty well had him boxed in, and he had nowhere to go. He had to dump it off. And he's a little bit short on that one. Brings up a 4th down and about 5. Just across the mid-stripe in the Culbertson territory. And they're going to go for it.
Timeout taken by Trenton.
Timeout, Trenton.
We have a little break in the action here. 9:41 in the 4th period. The Bears having this game well in hand tonight. We would like to have been up here last week. That was a pretty close game. I believe the score was not 6-8.
Yep, 8-6. The Bears defeated Madrid Wheatland. Wheatland was coached by Randy Geyer, a former Bear. So maybe he knew a few tendencies there, but they had a young team and a very quick team, and it was a very close ball game. Obviously, just a 2-point conversion being the difference for the Bears, but it kept their win streak alive, and hopefully now with this point system, you want the teams that you beat to go ahead and have winning seasons.
You bet. You bet.
So you start kind of being a cheerleader for them after you defeat them, because that helps you in the point system. Well, that was 4th and 5, and they lost 5, and so the Bears will take over on the Trenton side of the
No
field.
place to go. Yeah, sometimes those black uniforms are a little bit intimidating, just being the men in black. So you have to be careful of them.
Going back to this record deal in the playoffs, the Bears, hopefully Wheatland and Juanita so far, and possibly Hayes Center can come out with winning records, which would help the Bears' point total. Here's a good run by Randy Haggard. He picks up about 5 yards out of a maybe a little broken play, but anyway, he turns it into a gain for the Bears, so we'll be at 2nd and a long 5. Mike Head in the game, number 42, Tom Foster in the game, as Coach Ferguson's allowed to play everyone in tonight's homecoming game. Here's a pitch out here to Dan Fassler. Good running by Dan, keeps his balance, picks up.
Get a fumble on that.
Yeah, we do, and we have a flag on it too, so we'll have to see what all happens here. Dan was doing a great job of running through there, keeping his balance, but the ball got away from him. The flag had been thrown back upfield, so we'll see what all this means.
We had a lot of action on that play.
Yeah. Well, it was apparently against the Bears, because Trenton now is prepared to go on offense. Evidently some procedure penalty on the Bears, and the flag was thrown shortly after the snap. So Trenton will take over here at about the 23-yard line, Dennis. 1st down.
New quarterback.
Oh, a great catch here. Intercepted by Larry Land on a one-handed catch. Balanced it with one hand and got a hold of it, and the Bears regained possession. A very nice catch.
There was a new quarterback in for Trenton that time. That was number 42, Lewis. He's a 9th grader.
Well, he had a heck of a catch put up against him on his first throw. That
yes,
was
he did.
Great interception by Larry Land.
I formation on the Bears, and they dropped the ball, but he still maintains possession and he gets the handoff.
Yeah, handoff to Dan Fassler. I think we got John Penn at quarterback now, and John got it shoveled to Dan some way for about a 6-yard pickup.
Yes, he did. It looked like it was going to be a broken play, and it turned into a nice gain. I formation again. And he hands off to the second man through.
Dan Fassler picks up a 1st down.
Good running in there by Fassler.
So that allows the Bears to work on the clock a little bit.
Number 20, Sean Adams, first and 10.
We've had pretty good
From the Trenton 39-yard line.
pretty good tenacity by the crowd hanging in here through this this cold weather, Dennis.
Yes, they have.
I'm sure that they don't mind seeing the clock run right now either. Here's a pitch to Dan Fassler. Gets by one and cuts it up for about 5 again. It didn't look like there was much to work with there, but Dan headed it upfield for about 5 yards. 7:30 left in the game. Bears leading 48-14.
Fassler is a 11th grader. He'll return next year and looking real strong this evening.
Handoff to...
and he's got some room out there. He picked up a nice good 10 yards, 12 yards on that
Tom
play.
Redvick on the carry. So the Bear reserves have a good drive going right here, Dennis.
Yes, they did. They had a pretty well faked out on that play. It was good deception in the backfield, and he just rolled around out to his left and picked up a nice gain.
We have Tom Redvick at fullback, and the I-back is Dan Fassler now. John Penn at quarterback. Hands to Dan Fassler, who moves ahead for 5 more.
Down by 84, Jim Garner. Number 20, Sean Adams.
Bears have put a nice little drive together here. Late in the ball game. They still have 6:34 left. I formation. He's back to pass this time.
Is Penn.
A little loss on the play.
Yeah, he, I don't know. Coach Ferguson may have told him he didn't want an out-of-bounds run here, too.
Right, keep that ball in play.
Yeah, keep the clock running. And he did. So it's 3rd down and about 7. Lost a couple.
3rd about 8.
Okay, we have Mike Snyder going in for the Bears. Mike will be playing left end.
Wing formation this time.
Pitch to Redvick, who eludes one man, but the second one gets him. And so he picks up a couple, so we're looking at 4th down and about 5 for the Bears.
No use to punt in this territory. You might as well go for it.
No, that's right.
Back to pass.
John
He's got his man. Oh!
Just over Steve Oberg, the receiver. And so the Bears turn it over. Trenton will take the ball with 5:11 left in the first half.
How about the 4th quarter?
Yeah. Hey, something's gotten frozen up on me here.
I see. Okay. I didn't mean to correct you, Russ. I did.
Well,
let that go by.
think I don't. Did I say first half?
You did.
You don't want to stay for another half?
No.
First down, Trenton. Handoff straight ahead here to Hernandez, who picks up about 6 yards.
Brought down there by Tom Redvick. 32, the ball carrier, Steve Hernandez. 41 also out of the stop for Culbertson. Cliff Madsen.
Ball's on about the 25, 2nd down for Trenton. Back to throw,
pass,
but he's
no
going to
place
be
to go.
wrapped up here by number 17, Mike Head. Good defense, good rush in there. And so he backs him up about 10 yards. So we're looking at 3rd and about 15 for Trenton.
71 to Steve and 17 is Mike Head.
Young Lewis is getting well initiated to what it's like to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Balanced T formation. He back to pass, but no connection. Pass intended in there for Garner.
Incomplete.
Brings up a 4th down, obviously a punting situation.
Hager, red big going deep. Gonna have a prize punter. Tony Stark, punter.
Oh,
And it's
covered.
bobbled,
Yeah.
and he's not going to get anywhere.
Nope, the Bears will take over. Number 41, Cliff Matson makes the tackle there. The Bears had a good rush, and he bobbled the snap there for a second, and they were on top of him. So the Bears have the ball at the Trenton 12-yard line, first down with 3:56 left in the game. Got it right that time.
Okay.
John Penn at quarterback. Dan Fassler at the running back. We have a little movement here on both sides of the line, so they might take the Bears back 5 yards.
Encroachment and called against the Bears. He's in 1st and 15 on about the 16-yard line. Or 22-yard line. Which one is it? 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Pitch back this
Pitch here to
time,
Dan Fassler, and he's got some room.
Yeah, he's almost
He's
in there.
headed for the end zone. They caught him at about the 2-yard line.
He may have picked up the first down on
Yeah,
that.
Dan really turns up field when he gets going, and made a nice run there.
Looks like they're going to spot it on
Yeah,
about the
they're
5-yard
He
line.
must have hit a knee down here back at the 5.
Yeah. Yeah, the ref needed glasses.
Yeah. We'll just figure his knee.
Yeah, okay. I formation.
Hand off to Dan again, and he gets it to about the 3. It looks like they could get a first down, Dennis, at the 1. I don't know how bad they want a first down with the score what it is. But anyway, they could probably, if they wanted to score, they could get a first down. So we've got about 3rd and 3. 2:43 left in the game. The Bears at the 3-yard line, or 4-yard line at Trenton, leading 48-14. John Penn at quarterback.
Man in motion.
Dan Fassler in motion, and we had a few other Bears in motion too, so I think that's going to move us back.
Well, we might have to take a run at this one.
Yeah.
Marches it back about 5 yards on that one, so 3rd and goal on about the 9-yard line.
Pitch to Dan Fassler. He turns it back in and gets it down to about the 6. So the Bears will be in a 4th and goal situation.
Fourth and goal on the 6, looks like. Or 4th and 5. They would they still could get a first down.
Yeah, they could.
2 minutes left in the ball game. The 2-minute drill.
You think they'll go for the first down or the touchdown?
Ah, shoot, give him a first down.
Yeah, he's back to throw. He's going for the touchdown, just overthrown. John Penn throwing deep in the end zone to number 32. Randy Haggart, the intended receiver. So the Trenton Warriors will take over at their own 5-yard line with 1:44 left in the game. We mentioned earlier, you saw the halftime festivities. The Culbertson Bear homecoming was tonight. Crown Queen was Kathy Morehouse with Shannon Sykes and Tina Ashley as attendants. The homecoming king was Joe Kochwar with Troy Rippon and Scott Propp as attendants. Back in the end zone in trouble. And did somebody catch that?
I think they
the
did.
The quarterback was back in the end zone and just kind of flipped a little shovel pass to get out of the end zone. And I think maybe we're going to call let's see what we call here. We could have had in the grass, interception, young fumble. There was an ineligible receiver. We could have had about anything on that one.
Yes, there was. A lot of action down there.
Let's see what the ref chose to call it.
Okay.
They're going to call
It might be a safety.
well, I don't know. I don't know. They might call a penalty on Culbertson just to
get him out of the hole.
Yeah, get him out of the hole.
Okay. That sounds good to me. I think that's what it's going to be.
Bears will be on the road for the remainder of the season, and so this will be our last home game telecast. But as we said, the Bears are in the playoff picture, and hopefully if they keep playing like they have the first 5 games and get a few breaks with the point totals and their other teams that they've beat having winning records, the Bears could get in the postseason playoffs.
And if they play any games here, we will be here. If they'll let us be here, we will be here.
They don't let that happen sometimes?
Well, it depends on what they rule.
Yeah.
What we have done, we have taped it for the school.
Okay.
And so we'll still be here.
Right. Okay. If they catch us at that, I guess they deserve it.
Yeah, you're right.
They can do whatever they want with it.
You're right.
First down for the Trenton Warriors with a minute and a half to go, and they're down about their own 3-yard line, and they are
Boom.
out to about the 6. We had 28 Todd Bredvik and 41 Cliff Matson in on the tackle.
41 in there also on the stop. Culbertson.
We're very sorry that we couldn't get here this evening in time to show the volleyball game that was played here. I did not hear what the score was. I'm sure all you out there do know. But we will be doing some volleyball games yet. And stay tuned and watch, and we'll be showing some of them later on.
Dennis, as we wind this down, I'd like to encourage the townspeople and our football fans to say thank you to Dennis and Arnold whenever you get a chance, because this takes a lot of work, a lot of planning by them to bring these to you. And if you've got someone in your family that's playing, or you're just a good Culbertson Bear fan, I'm sure you enjoy these telecasts. So if you're not hooked up on that cable, now's the time. And if you see them, be sure and thank them for their efforts as far as following Bear football.
I sure want to thank you, Rusty, this year for helping us do the games. You have a big advantage. You know a lot of the folks out here, and that really helps.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate it. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of people now, have tape machines that they can tape these, and they'll have them forever, and so it's a real service to the community.
You bet, and we enjoy doing it. We have a lot of fun.
The game's over. The Bears stay unbeaten at 5-0. They defeat Trenton 48-14.
Thanks for watching tonight, and we will be seeing you again. If not, we'll be back for basketball, and we'll be showing you some volleyball later on. So stay tuned, and we'll see you around. Thanks a lot for watching.